Hey, what is up everybody? I hope everybody's staying safe and sane. Today I want to share some tips on what you should do if you or a loved one starts to show symptoms of the coronavirus. I'm Risa Morimoto, your host, and you're watching Modern Aging, where we chat about innovative and holistic ways to optimize our health and well-being as we age. Click on that little red button below with the word subscribe on it. You can also click on that little bell next to it to be sure to be notified whenever a new episode is uploaded. You could also sign up onto our email list and get the news of our latest and upcoming programs at our website at thisismodernaging.com. Like some of you, I now know people who are showing symptoms. Luckily, so far, they've only been mild symptoms. But I have to admit, I kind of really freaked out about it because I just realized how pervasive this disease really is. But then I also realized that freaking out wasn't going to help anybody, especially me. I mean, panic and fear are caused by a lack of knowledge, understanding, and preparation. So we need to get some knowledge and prepare properly. There's a good chance that many of us will have mild symptoms, like a bad cold or flu, something that is treatable at home, and that's super important to remember. If you had a cold, you wouldn't freak out, so you don't have to freak out about this either. Will or can I get tested if I show symptoms? This is a common question. The reality is that there's not enough tests, so even if you have symptoms, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be guaranteed to get tested. And even if you go to the hospital, it doesn't mean that you're going to get tested either. They're reserving them for the most severe cases. So, if you show mild symptoms, the best thing to do is take care of yourself at home. So, what are these symptoms that you're looking for? Fever, dry cough, fatigue, aches and pains, sore throat, headache, diarrhea, runny or stuffy nose, or a shortness of breath. But if you do experience more severe symptoms like shortness of breath or chest pains or pneumonia, you should call your doctor. Having these symptoms doesn't necessarily mean that you have COVID-19 or coronavirus, but you need to kind of act like you do and take all the necessary precautions so as to not get others sick. So the first thing you need to do is self-isolate. If you have your own room, great. If not, you need to create a space that is only for you. You should use curtains or some sort of drape to cordon off the area. If you have your own bathroom that you can use, that's awesome as well. Remember that the coronavirus likes to stay on surfaces for a long time, so that's especially metal. So if you share a bathroom, you want to be sure to be vigilant about sterilizing all the faucets and the toilet, the bath, the doorknob, the counters, basically everything. Use a separate towel. You want to keep at least 6 feet away from everyone for 2 weeks. I know it seems like a long time if you have mild symptoms, but you are potentially very contagious for that long. Make sure you designate your own dishes and flatware. You can put tape on it like this. That way you'll remember that it's your dishes to use, right? So I have this, and I also have like these dishes that I put some electrical tape on it. So, it's really easy to remember that way. Get plenty of rest. If you're tired, then sleep. Your body needs the rest and needs to recuperate. Your body will only heal faster that way. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. This is for most illnesses. If you need to flush out your system, and water is the best way to do that. You need to stay away from sugary drinks and sodas because that does not count. You also want to make sure you eat healthy. If you feed your body real protein, vegetables, and fruit, you're giving it the nutrition that it needs to strengthen your immune system. If you eat chips and processed foods, unfortunately, it's only going to be harder and take longer for you to start feeling better. Common sense, unfortunately, is not always common practice. You should also be eating in your area or room. If someone is making the food for you, then they can put it on a tray that only the healthy person handles, and then the sick person can just take the food off the tray. It just keeps it simple and easy. Take meds if you need. If you have a fever, take Tylenol or Advil, whatever it is that you usually take when you have a fever. Take a cough suppressant if your cough is bothering you. For natural remedies, elderberry is known to be great for flu viruses, as is oregano oil. If you have a sore throat, try some zinc and vitamin C. Practice good hygiene. You want to make sure that you're washing your hands a lot. Simple soap and water for at least 30 seconds will kill the bacteria. Have your own towels that no one else will use. You want to clean the surfaces frequently with a disinfectant. When you cough or sneeze, you want to make sure you're doing it into your elbow and not into your hand. It's the less likely you'll get other people sick that way. Do things that make you happy. This is super, super important. Maybe it's painting or drawing, cleaning or organizing that closet that you've been meaning to. Yeah, you can binge watch some Netflix and Hulu, but you also want to be careful and not be doing that for a prolonged period of time. Watch while you're not feeling well. Yeah, that's a great idea. But chances are you're going to be feeling better, but you'll still have to remain in self-quarantine for the full 2 weeks. And if your town is on lockdown, that's going to be even longer. So you want to use that time wisely. Learn a new skill. YouTube has a gazillion how-to videos. Interact and stay connected with people via Skype, FaceTime, call them. Write in your diary, start a novel, and maybe start a business. Don't allow yourself to go into the black hole of darkness and depression. You have an opportunity to think about what it is that you truly want in your life and make plans on how you will make that happen when we get through this, because we will get through this. If your symptoms are getting worse, make sure that you do call a health professional. If you're admitted into a hospital, make sure that you have your advance directives ready to go. Your healthcare proxy, your living will, your power of attorney or DNR, which is a do not resuscitate form. These are forms that state who you want to be making decisions on your behalf in the event that you cannot, and then what you want to do and not do in terms of treatment. I have a video that explains this in more detail, and you can check that out up here. We will get through this. In the meantime, we must remain grateful for what we do have. Be kind to yourself, your loved ones, and your neighbors. Remember to have some fun amidst all this chaos, despite everything that's going on, because your health really depends on it. Your body cannot run in a constant state of stress. Knowledge and a plan are ways in which we can feel more in control. I want you to share this with your friends and family. If you have other suggestions on what people should do if they show mild symptoms, please write it in the comments below. I think sharing is caring. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so by clicking on that red button and the little bell next to it so you'll be sure to be notified whenever a new episode is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. Stay calm, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll see you next time on Modern Aging.